It's here. V4 is here and it's shipping right now. This machine is the culmination of years of testing and iteration and feedback. Usually when we cut a new version of the machine, there's some stuff that we defer to the next version in an effort to always be putting out something new. Not with this one. This has everything we've wanted to add to the machine. Every quality of life improvement, everything made the cut. The motherboard that we've been working on, I made a video about it a while back. It's so excellent. It has an entire second driver for the Y-axis, so it is over 300% faster than v3.0. It's crazy. A huge thank you to Gonzalo and every other person in the review squad in Discord that helped me with a whole bunch of feedback and notes in GitHub about this version of the motherboard. It's great. It's an awesome, awesome PCB. And the control box that Lucian was working on. It now neatly holds every single thing that's needed to control a Lumen, all electronics and pneumatics. Plus, because the pumps are enclosed, it makes it way quieter to operate. Now that all that stuff is moved to the control box, it greatly clears up the staging plate, so it's way easier to mount boards and strip feeders and all of the kinds of stuff. Linear rails on every single axis. The Y drag chain heads up to the X motor and XY limit switch board, and then the X drag chain goes over to the head. And now the head has all this new cable routing, which beautifully and directly guides the cables and the plumbing all the way over to the head in like this very nice structured way. So great cable management. Oh, I'm so excited about the cable management. And one of the things I'm most stoked about is there's actually an aux port on the head. You probably just saw this from the launch video at the top of this video, but you can plug whatever you want to in there. You have a GPIO control pin on the head now. So if you want to put a programmer header or something, or like a cool cover with an RGB light baked into it or something, you can do that. There is a dedicated port for plugging in peripherals or anything you want to put together onto the head. But easily the longest and most difficult part of this release was the cameras. The cameras in V4 are completely new and totally custom. We spent weeks going around to different camera vendors trying to find something that we were totally and completely happy with, and we just didn't find one. So we ended up working with a company to get custom cameras made for us. We even have custom optics in the bottom camera. And the reason this is important is because cameras are the beating heart of a pick and place machine. They need to be good. They need to be excellent. So we have the optics set up perfectly for this machine. The bottom camera has an incredibly wide field of view, so you can view huge parts with very, very minimal distortion, but also really high resolution for small parts in the center that you still need to have an accurate view of. That was a really tricky balance to get, and I think we nailed it. The bottom vision plane is also now the same as the top vision plane, which helps tremendously with calibration. Just huge improvements with vision across the board. Plus, V4 has native support for something that we've been working on behind the scenes for over a year now. And hopefully I'll be able to tell you all about soon. And don't worry, if you have a different version of the Lumen, it'll work with yours too. If you want to upgrade your machine to V4 parts, which we very much recommend doing because it's just better in every way, we are working on getting all that set up right now. Head on over to opula.io and join the waitlist, and it really helps us figure out what we should be working on first, what most people are interested in getting for upgrading. But in the meantime, if you don't want to wait for us, almost every single part that goes into a V4 is independently purchasable on our webpage. So if you don't care about waiting for our docs and all that stuff and you just want to dive in and upgrade, you can go do that right now. All those parts are available and you can just pick them up. We are immensely proud of V4. It is reliable, it is accurate, it is wicked fast, and we can't wait to get it out to y'all. If you make boards and having prototypes or validation runs or even production in-house would be useful to you, go to opula.io, there's a link in the description and the pinned comment, and check out the LumenPnP V4. And if there's someone that you think might find this useful, please share this with them. It helps us out a ton. And of course, everything that we make is open source, so if you want to go check out what's going on under the hood, there's a link to our GitHub in the description. So I went in on launch videos for this release. I had a ball making a whole bunch of footage, beautiful shots, making a bunch of edits. Company stuff takes up so much of my time nowadays, and I miss making videos, and I'm like, this is a great opportunity for me to just make a ton. So I actually made a whole second launch video. It's got kind of a different vibe. It's on the Opula channel, but I think it's super rad, so I'm gonna play it here too.
In product development, every day is critical. Catching electrical issues early can mean the difference between product success and failure. Don't leave it to chance. Introducing LumenPnP V4, desktop pick and place for prototyping and production. The LumenPnP can accurately and reliably assemble your PCBAs in-house. So far, the best way to get prototype and validation PCBAs has been waiting weeks for outsourced boards or tedious, error-prone hand assembly. The LumenPnP changes that in a reliable, versatile machine that gets your design in hand weeks sooner, so you can make critical decisions and de-risk production. The LumenPnP is 16 times faster than hand assembly and 13 times faster than outsourcing. Run a batch of prototype boards same day instead of waiting for an assembly shop, speeding up R&D by weeks or even months. Pilot your design internally before signing on a contract manufacturer, greatly reducing the risk of issues at scale. Or even manufacture your end product. The LumenPnP is designed for accuracy and reliability. It's based on years of in-field use and millions of parts placed. Integrated high-resolution cameras perform live machine vision calibrations, accurately placing 0402 passives, fine-pitch ICs, and even large modules. A robust feeder system lets your machine populate tens of thousands of parts uninterrupted for fully autonomous production. The most demanding industries trust LumenPnP to accelerate their development. Faster iteration, more confidence, LumenPnP.